So you've done the self-help and you've dipped into some personal development, but now you ask the question, now what? What can you do? Well, if you want to escape the apathy, step right this way. So twice a year, I teach a course called Autonomy. It's a 12-week personal development and training course. What people get out of it is multifaceted. There's curriculum, there's exercises, there's camaraderie, you make new friends. There's a whole lot of interesting things. We're going to hear a sample from the course right now, and let's take a look at the value these students are getting.
First, I wanted to say that was all your lectures are great, but that last one was amazing. And, your story is epic and beautiful and inspirational. And with this course, you're creating something that's reverberating out this frequency of excellence. And my life is already improved in a short amount of time. And I know a lot of the other people here feel the same way. And I just want to thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And now that that's out of the way, I got this short film, which is basically a digital asset that everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And, I was for a little while, I was wondering, well, maybe I could use that as a lead magnet. And I was like, get some emails, but I've never given my email to somebody to watch their movie. But then Plandemic 3 came out and I gave them my email and I was like, whoa, those slick son of a guns, they got me. And I'm happy about it.
They put that email box right next to the button to get in, and it went straight in. I didn't have to check my email. I was like, this is well played. Because over 1 billion people saw the first movie. And if they had I think they probably did have a sizable email, but that's going to be that's huge for them.
Yeah. And, I didn't see the first two. I had heard about it. I'd known about it. But this time around, I was just like, boom, yep, I'm signing up. And so my wheels are turning, and I'd like to do something similar or figure out a way to use my film as some sort of lead magnet. But, I don't have a big awareness or an audience yet or big stars for a hot live red carpet premiere.
Right.
So I thought I'd, ask you if you had any ideas on how to maximize it. My short film.
What's the topic of your film?
It's a horror comedy.
It's a horror comedy. How long is it?
It's 22 minutes.
22 minutes. All right. Do you have a trailer for it?
I do have a trailer, yes.
All right. So essentially you'd have a landing page with a trailer and a button to see the whole thing. And the cost to see the whole thing is just an email address. Now, what else do you have that you could up the value with? Do you want to do a Q&A with the filmmaker? Because that adds value to the package. And then how do you showcase it on Facebook? You could put the trailer out and say, see the entire movie here for free, or limited time, use this coupon code for free access, or any of these types of things. Let people know that there's something of value, there's time scarcity, and here's how I can get it for free. Those are three things,
Okay.
Then they say, yes, I click. But if you don't have those, I don't click. So you want to clear the way. It's like it's like if it snows a lot, you want to shovel your sidewalk so people can make it up to your offer, right? Your offer is the door in this case. Doing some interviews, talking about it, what inspired you. And then the other aspect is teaching other people how to do likewise. So a lot of times someone comes in the course, let's extrapolate so it's not personal and we can try it on. So someone comes in the course, they're a musician, they're producing their own album, they want to know how to market their album, become like Billboard #1. I say that's going to be really challenging because they've put a bunch of barriers like record companies and distribution and a circular economy that makes it very hard for you to penetrate into. But and I listen to the album and I might be like, this is really good, this is high quality, it's not my flavor of music, I don't know how to help you promote it, because that's going to be on you. Like, you need to find the people who like this, right? But I can tell it's very well put together and packaged. There's other people who also might not jive with the music that you're sharing. I blew my punchline, but they would appreciate being taught how to get their own music out there, just like this. Right. So while people might not be so you have your film, you have your offer, email address, you build your email address, but you also show people how to get their short film out in only, 3 short weeks or whatever the offer is. And now you have a curriculum where you're sharing what you know how to do, and then you can
Mhm.
add value with answering questions, these sort of things. And you can have your short film done in 21 days, right? Or something like this. And then you would just take them through the process. Now, if they don't get it done in 21 days, it's on them because they're not doing their things during that process. But they have a process and they could go do it in 42 days because they're procrastinator and they don't, take some days off or whatever.
Mhm.
So you want a method that works, and you have the end result, which is the short film. And then you can have another course eventually on how to market the short film. So here's how to
Mhm.
make one, or here's how to
Mhm.
plan one, how to make one, how to market one. Now you
Mhm.
got 3 evergreen courses in addition to the short film that inspired it, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's not always like the thing what we created as our end result. Sometimes
Mhm.
that's just our starting point for the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, what part of that sounds impossible that you can't do?
They all seem possible.
Oh, man, that means you got to do some work
I
now,
guess I
right?
better get started, huh?
Everyone's doing some kind of self-help these days, and you can find a million self-help courses out there. Most other courses out there are hosting lectures. They're hosting videos, they're maybe even doing Q&As, and these are great starting points to encourage learning. But at AUTONOMY, we believe that hands-on practice is the best way to really lock in what we're learning. There's no better way to gain confidence and mastery than through action. After each lecture, we practice the concepts we've learned with other students, giving and receiving feedback in a non-judgmental environment. The result is mastery of concepts like entrepreneurship, ethical sales, and self-reliance in an environment that directly translates to the real world. Plus, you make connections with other like-minded individuals who are learning right alongside you, and you have a lifetime membership in the community. The AUTONOMY course with Richard Grove equips you with confidence, competence, and courage in a world filled with confusion and noise. You can learn more at getautonomy.info. We'll see you there.